Okay guys, I'm here today with Heath Pedigo, huge honor for me.
Thanks, brother.
And also Rob and Sophia. And guys, this is the first time ever that Heath is doing anything, showing any jiu-jitsu technique online or in front of the camera. And he's just shooting 4 instructional videos: white belt 1 stripes, white belt 2 stripes, white belt 3 stripes, white belt 4 stripes. And we're so honored to have you, Heath, and we're super excited about that.
I appreciate you.
And I love the idea of doing like an instructional course for white belts, because your team won like 3 times the Pan Am's Novice, won the World's Novice, and on top of that, you guys are winning everything as well in the higher belts. Like Andrew Wilson did very well, Couch is killing, won double gold in the World's Brown Belt, so you're probably like the most viral team nowadays, like especially after that documentary as well.
No doubt.
Yeah, so super excited about that. And guys, Heath is gonna show us here how he get rid of the De La Riva hook. And it's super cool. And even though these instructions we are calling like white belt 1 stripes, 2 stripes, 3 stripes, you guys will see that this stuff that he teaches, everybody should be learning. Like, it doesn't matter which belt you are. But let's do it, Heath.
All right, let's get it in. All right, so guys, so the De La Riva has became like, if you're passing an open guard, say like I have Bernardo in the closed guard and I pick him up, one of the safest things for a person to do is to get into that De La Riva guard, right? It stops me from going to my right. He can lift me with it. It's very, very tough to deal with sometimes. Also, when I'm pushing it down, that's when people start to take the back, knock me over, etc. Okay? So, something that's really, really good that I've picked up for the guys and the girls on our team, and they kill with it, is as soon as this De La Riva comes in, here's what we're gonna do. The right hand is gonna go down to the shin. So the meaty part of the hand is gonna push. Bernardo and most people are gonna have their foot on your hip or on your knee, here like him, okay? So the opposite hand is gonna come 4 fingers, grab the pants, and now I'm gonna push with that part of my fat hand too, okay? So I'm gonna push this down. Now guys, here's the big thing. Instead of getting this off and pushing it, Bernardo's leg is so much stronger than my arm. Even with the leverage of me pushing down, I need to make something happen, okay? He's gonna be lifting me. What would you do from this position, may I ask? He's gonna start to push me back. Now I'm in trouble, okay? So immediately, as soon as we get here, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna push with my opposite foot. That's just back here. I'm going to take it, slow motion first, and we're going to kick off the De La Riva, okay? So don't worry about the leg drag right now. First, I just want you guys to kick it off, okay? So we're here, we'll speed it up a little bit each time. I'm gonna push down, and we're gonna kick, okay? So one thing, I do this at a lot of seminars and a lot of camps, and the first time I showed Bernardo this, he actually told me he had never seen this. So I'm really, really proud of this. It's something that a lot of black belt world champions. Okay, so like I said, we have to use as much of our body as we can in jiu-jitsu. And this is one of those kind of shortcuts, okay? Using our foot that's not doing anything allows our hands to continue passing, okay? So we're here. If you miss, it's okay, it's not a big deal. Say I reach up and try to get this and I miss, it's not a big deal. I would just kick it again, okay? So first I want you guys to just drag across and keep your hand on this. So we're gonna kick, and now watch Bernardo's hip, guys. Okay, his hip is here. As I kick, his knee is gonna go towards the ground and his hip is going to start to staple on top of his arm, okay? So here. So now he's facing. So for Bernardo to get his guard back, what would you need to do?
Man, no, it's kind of too late.
Right, so he's in trouble. So that small kick is going to put you ahead, which is the most important thing in competitive jiu-jitsu, okay? So we're here, okay? Now, after you guys get the kick down, and it's okay if you miss a couple, no worries, don't worry about it. It just takes timing. Once you do it, you'll get it. And here's the best thing about this. You can be 500 pounds, 75 years old, 110 pounds, this works. It's really, really easy, okay? So now what we're gonna slowly try to do is when I kick, okay, I'm going to try to feed this to the opposite hand. I'm gonna do a tricep extension like this, and at the same time, my knee is going to come to the ground, and we're going to smash Bernardo's arm and trap it here, okay? So I'm gonna keep my foot behind his leg here. So now he's going to start trying to get out. I'm gonna grab the back, we're gonna push this down, and then we can pass the guard. Keep in mind his arm is still stuck. If you don't trap their arm, it's okay, no worries. Okay, that's one option here. So slow motion one more time, I'm gonna push it down. I'm turning my knee out just a little bit to kind of anchor his hip here. Push it down, slow motion. We're gonna kick, drag here, and go to the ground. So one thing you might be thinking now is, maybe I can be Kimura'd. So it's very hard. Even if Bernardo locked this out, chances are here, I'm probably going to take his back, okay? So I'm not telling you that it's not a very, very tiny possibility that they could sit up and do that, but it's very, very unlikely, okay? And you can let go and move yourself very easy, but I wanna make sure I cover all the fine points and details of things that could or couldn't happen, okay? So, again, we're just gonna feed. I'm going to kick. When I feel this turning over, we're gonna grab and penetrate the knee to the mat. Push, kick, penetrate, okay? Now, if you try this several times and say you're just not very good at the drag, here's the best part about this. No matter what, this gets
man,
that
this
off.
is amazing. This is awesome.
Okay?
Oh.
I picked this up several years ago, and it's one of the things for sure that helped us against really good, flexible berimbolo players and people chasing the back. And I know that this is for white belts, but I teach them this early on because this is the thing that happens in competitions.
Yeah, no, Heath, and now I can see where the bustle passing comes from, because when we filmed with Andrew Wiltse, one thing I noticed is that he has a lot of like those little tricks that add speed to the passing, and now I think
yeah. So I started working on the buzzsaw passing stuff about 10 years before Andrew came to the gym.
Good.
He just took all the stuff, and he's wonderful. His videos are amazing. He's a wonderful teacher. So
yeah, but it all came from you. So
yeah,
no, that's awesome. And guys, one thing that Heath is doing in this instructional series that's very, very cool. Nobody had ever done that. He has 2 white belts to do the technique, and he fixed them, and he watched and fixed them. So can you see the white belts doing it? Rob and Sophia.
Okay, so first guys here, Sophia's gonna grab. She's gonna get this is usually what you're gonna get into. They're gonna grab some type of ankle, and it doesn't matter. No matter what, if they have the De La Riva short hook, okay, Rob is going to put his hand on it, and he's going to kick it off, okay? And as you guys can see, it puts Sophia's hip on the ground. Even if he fumbles this, it doesn't matter. Now the hook is off down here on the ground. If this was a cross, Rob could still take his knee and penetrate it to the ground and smash and start to pass, okay? So it's such an incredibly simple but effective move, okay? And we try to keep the entire process of our gym, like white belt strike 1, strike 2, strike 3, strike 4. I try to keep everything literally this simple, but this effective, okay? So that's why I think we've had so much,
Success. Yeah, I was gonna say we're going to success. But anyways, can I try on your Rob? Yeah. No, because guys, if you're watching this video and all you learned was this, I think this is already worth.
No, I agree.
Yeah,
it's
because
killing.
this was incredible. So for example, when I'm here, I'm always thinking about trying to push this like now and this and that. But you're 100% right that I can always do this.
And now it's
and now there is no.
And it puts you in such great situations, especially for yourself.
Yep.
The knees.
Now I can go to my over-under pass and it's
you don't have to change
your
angles. And it's such a simple.
Man, this is so cool. I had never seen that before in my entire jiu-jitsu career. So I'm here. And then I could go. What you do, you go for the leg drag. But for example, in my case, I think. Oh, go ahead again. Yeah, you could just. Man, this is incredible.
And plus his arms trapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
I
awesome.
shouldn't have showed you this.
No, that's awesome. And guys, another thing that Heath is doing on his instructional video series, that's the first time that any instructor has ever done that, and it was his idea, is whoever watched the white belt stripes 1, 2, 3, and 4 and prove it to him, can schedule a trip to his gym and test for the blue belt. So, can you explain why you're doing that, Heath?
So, first, being that this is the first time I've ever taught, first instructional ever, there's one video, I think, on the internet working with Tom Hardy, you mentioned that.
Yeah. And, that has like 500,000 views on it. That's the only video from you on the internet, right? I researched it and couldn't find anything else.
The reason I wanted to start with is the white belts are the foundation. Everything, your foundation happens at white belt. And I think one thing that's happened, especially in America, is people have started saying, hey, you have to have 1 strap or 2 strap before you can roll, or you have to have this, or you have to have that. For me, I think this is when it's scary coming into a jiu-jitsu room. It's tough. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people out there that aren't part of jiu-jitsu gyms because it's a little intimidating.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I want to give everybody the opportunity, whether it be no money or maybe they're not close. Me in the Midwest, I was 2 hours from a black belt. Okay.
Yep.
And back when I started, if someone was a purple belt, they were like Superman.
Yep.
So it's like I want to give everybody the opportunity to do exactly what we're doing at the Daisy Fresh. Why should you have to be there? The world's changed so much.
Yep.
You know what I mean? When COVID happened, half the world started working from home.
Yep.
So we came up with the idea, let's do this, let's share it. There's no point, I keep nothing to myself. Everything that is showed in these videos is showed to our white belts.
Yep.
So the foundation then can be built for the rest of your game to just very, very quickly get better, succeed. And I think that the things that people are gonna learn in this video, they don't learn at other gyms until they're maybe, let's just say a late blue belt or purple belt.
No, I agree. Like you're calling white belts stripe 1, stripe 2, stripe 3, 4 because you have the system for them. But all this stuff that I'm learning here, it's like mind blowing, and I think every belt can take advantage of it.
No doubt. I think a lot of people will. At first, maybe it'll be a white belt thing, but I think people will realize, look, the game constantly evolves.
Yep.
So you watch a basketball game from 1960, it's not just physically, but the game itself evolves. So I watch everything. I go back and I watch everything. I watch competition footage from then and now, and it just changes. And I think as an instructor, as a student of jiu-jitsu, no matter what color your belt is, if you don't continue learning what's working and evolving, you slowly become stagnant and die.
Yeah, no, I fully agree. And I think like you're not here just talking, you have the results to prove. So you're killing with the white belts, and you have your competition team that's just like, I think like 2 or 3 years from now, you're gonna have like a black belt team that's gonna be.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
So I'm a fairly new, I guess, black belt, you would say. Our team is kind of fairly new, you know what I mean? So it's like, here's the thing. If someone was only winning the white belt stuff, and I could get why people would say this or that, but when they continue to win at the adult, the person who wins the adult blue Pans and Worlds,
it's a big deal.
They're potentially the next black belt world champions. They're incredible.
Yeah.
So, this system has just really allowed for us to keep that level up and like keep it going and going like at a much faster pace, I believe.
No, I fully agree. And guys, I went to visit the Daisy Fresh last year, and it was so cool to see that he's pretty much taking like ordinary and unprivileged people and making them turn like BJJ heroes, you know, like so.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest things is I say this all the time. I love super athletes and working with super athletes, but the average person who buys a video, I learned for the first 10 years before I met my instructor in the gi, I learned from instructional videos. So I think I can really relate to just people in general who are picking these things up. And our students that come, like Rob, they're just normal people. Not that you're not a super athlete, but it's just, you know, this system works best with people who are just normal, average working class people. And fully agree. I'm really proud of that.
Yeah, so guys, very soon the 4 instructions is going to be at bjjfanatics.com. Maybe by the time you're watching, it's already there. So make sure to check it out and support this guy because he deserves.
Man, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Please help me out to grow my YouTube channel. Just click subscribe. And to watch more videos, just click under see more videos. I hope you enjoyed.
BJJFanatics.com. Use the promo code YouTubeFaria to get 10% off any instructional video. Improve your jiu-jitsu faster.